Now they get set to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Let's check out the impact players in this game here. Guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. And they're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coach has told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today. How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
The offense with 3 tight ends now on first down, trying to create a mismatch. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. They make the stop, but he's in enemy territory now. First down at the 45.
That's what you like to see early in this game, especially on the road. Chunk plays like this really have a big impact on a game, especially when you're on the road, hostile environment, imposing your will on the defense on the first drive of the game.
Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the mark.
You know, not a lot of room there for the quarterback to operate, but he shows you the accuracy to be able to make that throw and get some yards.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Looking for some space. It's Watts. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out. They're going to trust the kicker from 56 yards out. Let's see if he's got the distance. Oh, he missed it. Off target that time. With that miss, no change in the score. And Kirk, this offense is able to rely on an elite running back. And how priceless is it to have a guy like this?
You know, sometimes in college football we get so caught up in the quarterback and the receivers and just spreading it out. But the elite teams have a running back like this that can take your offense to another level.
And there's the handoff. Went it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. The back's got it. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Punt team ready to boot it away. Oh, it landed at the 7 and bounced into the end zone for a touchback. Offense makes their way on the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. It's a short completion to the tight end. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
And And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
That completion makes it second and medium. Looking for a man. Grab down the middle. It's Parks. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Lets it fly to the wideout. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Offense trots out onto the field, hoping to start a drive here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. Now they trap him for a sack.
Well, the defensive end's just too athletic for this offensive line. Coming off the edge, quarterback didn't even see him coming. How about that sack by the defense?
Second down now after the sack. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. With the catch, it's Burke. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. Receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that 3rd down. Let's see what their decision is on 4th down coming up.
They bring the punter onto the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Bounce right at the 3-yard line and into the end zone for a touchback. Offense comes up on 1st down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. Looking for a gap. It's Watts. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Now it's 2nd down here. QB bootlegs here. Catch made by the tight end. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the 1st down marker.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
So a very makeable 3rd down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Bursts into space. He's past the 30. Inside the 10. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
And they get set now to try the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense operating from the pistol. Play action here on first down. Looking right. This one caught. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Nice play-action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
On the ground, it's Sherrod. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. The freshman with a little too much air under that one.
Oh, man, I really like the route here by this wide receiver. Does a nice job of separating, creates some space there. The quarterback, unfortunately, just puts that ball too far out in front of him.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. It's a draw play. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
And here comes the punter onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And the offense makes its way onto the field, hoping for a successful drive. Off the play fake on first down. It's an out route. The catch made. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. Play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10 from the 45. Trying to find room. It's Watts.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. With the catch, it's Parks. And we're able to move the 6. Set up now, first down at the 34.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. He's looking to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
So it's third and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Out of the gun now on third down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Oof, the risk of throwing on third and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on fourth down, but what will be the play call?
So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. Oh, and he knocks it right through. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee, and they bring the football to the 25-yard line. Offense ready to start this drive. On first down, it's play action. Quick throw to his receiver. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they go with the dagger concept here on this play, but unfortunately the quarterback could not get it to his intended target running on that vertical route.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough third and long situation. Here's the handoff. The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Bringing pressure. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical 3rd down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to 4th down.
The punt team making their way on the field. And the returner will be brought down. Offense comes out to start this drive. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one. Second down after that previous play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Watts. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound. Right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, and he can't hang on to it. That's a guy known for his hands. Couldn't pick it off. Brings up 4th down.
And I think the quarterback here forces the ball because it's 3rd down. He's got to be careful having the ball on his own side of the field. That ball was almost picked off.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Phillips. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Well, this isn't something this defense sees very often, is a fullback sliding out of the backfield to catch a football. You don't practice this very often.
A completion makes it 2nd and short. Single back takes the handoff. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
I tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
And they pick up the first on the ground. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call.
Hold on.
So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. And it's a bunch formation. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Taking a shot deep down the right side. It's caught inside the 30, still on his feet. It's good for 1st down yardage, set up at the 26 now.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Deep shot toward the end zone. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. They've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's 3rd and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one. And now they're in business.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's 1st down and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now they come up 2nd and goal from the 3. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that 2nd level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
Here comes the point after attempt. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the offense trots back out on the field again. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Caught near the sideline. It's Parks.
Offense getting set. Second down play here.
He keeps it. QB draw.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
That run sets up a critical third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. The receiver grabs it. Eventually taken down, but how about the spin move that earned him first down yardage?
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
Solid gain in the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. First down here for this offense. And the single back takes the handoff. That solid pursuit, they'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
This offense. Out of the gun now on third down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Boy, third down and short. They decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at fourth and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
And that sets up a return. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. They'll test the right side here. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Here's the second down play. Takes the handoff. It's Sherrod. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
The punter has been very busy so far. Can they finally convert here on third down? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Oh, man, nearly a disastrous play there by the quarterback. Look at his facial expressions right now. He knows that he caught a break, trying to force the ball in there. He's going to have to make better decisions moving forward and work through his progressions to find his open man.
The drive stalled, so they'll have to punt it away. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. And looking to throw now on first down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Brought down, but broke a tackle. Brings a solid gain there.
I mean, we're not even to halftime yet, and I don't think this guy wants to take a break once we get to the half. That's his 5th catch and counting.
That completion makes it second and medium. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Past the 45. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
That is 2 consecutive runs for first downs. Give credit to the offensive line and this back really getting into a rhythm, and they got this defense on its heels.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Using his legs, it's Watts. And he will be stuffed for no gain. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down.
This is one of the beauties of rushing 3 and dropping 8. Quarterback sits back there and has to find an open receiver. And you've got 8 men in coverage. The quarterback holds the ball and holds the ball and holds the ball. And eventually, even with just 3, eventually they get home and affected.
Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. The lead remains 3 after that miss.
Now, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
Here comes the first play of the drive now from the 44. Looking to throw it on first down. Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
Quarterback tried to connect here on the in route, but I'll tell you, the defender does a great job of reading the route and knocking the ball away.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's a great job by this defense at getting pressure with only 3 pass rushers. That leaves 8 back in coverage. It makes it very difficult to find an open man. But, boy, you'll play that defense all day if you can get that kind of pressure with just 3 guys.
And the punt team now on to kick it away. That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So it's first down, but they'll just take a knee and head to halftime. The Invaders going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
And they'll kick it away now to get this 3rd quarter underway. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Wide open downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense is set up just outside the 30. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and a chance at an interception in the end zone. Could not quite hold on to the ball. It's going to be second down.
Boy, not only did they drop what looked like an interception in their own end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum in their favor.
The misfire on first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 33. Looking for some space. It's Sherrod. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up in run support.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Extending the play now. Finding space at the 20. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. And the running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes a quick grab. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
Coming up, 4th down.
The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And that will tie the game here.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the offense back out on the field now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Some strong run defense there makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Watts. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. At the 30 now. Crosses the 10.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. BAT is good, so they're in front now, 17-10. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sherrod. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the offense trots back onto the field here. And they'll use the ground game here. Has the first down and more. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. That's a solid run, good for first down yardage. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Off the play fake, looking to pass it. A deep shot to the left side. The outfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, anytime you defend this kind of offense, you need defensive backs who are really comfortable in defending the ball being thrown downfield. It's not just the short to intermediate throws, it's the deep shots that they're willing to take. I love how he showed patience here before he knocked the ball away.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Really love what this defense is doing today. They're doing a nice job of taking away any success on early downs, and then it allows their defensive ends and pass rushers to get after the quarterback when they get them to third and long.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And the returner is brought down. The offense with three tight ends now in first down, trying to create a mismatch. They'll hand it off. Crosses the 25. Making people miss. They make the tackle, but that's a great pickup on the ground.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
So much attention being paid to the outside of these receivers. Really opens up a nice void there in the middle of this defense. Quarterback makes a good throw.
First down here for this offense. He'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? On the run, it's Watts. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Chris, this spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Caught over the middle. It's Parks. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up fourth down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
So on fourth down now, out comes the field goal unit. The attempt from 47 yards. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. And the offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
So from the 18-yard line, it's second and long. Quarterback drops back. They're going to test the secondary. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Play action here on first down. He's looking to make a big play downfield.
Chris, I love this throw downfield. He takes a shot. I thought he had a big completion, but instead the defender makes one heck of a play to be able to knock that ball away for the incompletion.
And now from the pistol formation. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Quick completion to the tight end. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. They try to sneak it for the first. They move the ball to the 48 and earn a fresh set of downs.
Even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Takes the handoff. It's Sherrod.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. It's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. Oh, look at the quick cut. He's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call.
Illegal block.
Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. This is the 6th play on the drive. Bootleg looking to throw. caught near the sticks. It's McCoy. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Passing efficiency is almost always higher off of play action. And you see why right here. The fake throws the defender for a second, and then the quarterback was able to zip it to the open player.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. And that run produces a decent gain. And a player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout or they check him out. Second down after that run on the previous play. In the red area, it's Sherrod. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Great cut there. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. They've got him in the backfield, nowhere to go, a 2-yard loss.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together, they stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Second down and goal upcoming. And the quarterback dropping back. Pass caught. Can he get in? That's a crucial score for makes it a 1-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. Momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. But I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
They're setting out to try the PAT. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Returner trying to create good field position. And the returner will be brought down. Offense makes its way on the field to get the drive started. On the run, it's Watts. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. Kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive, working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can, but the important thing is picking up first downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working that clock.
Takes the handoff again. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the catch downfield. It's a solid gain, moves the ball out to the 28.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the 4th quarter. It's 3rd down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a 1st down. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking deep down the left side. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
Punt team ready to boot it away. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. Quick throw, the catch is made.
This is all you can hope for, really. The defense does their job. You get the offense back out in the field. It's a one-possession game. It's up to this quarterback and this offense to deliver, and they're off to a good start here.
2nd down play coming up. Ball handed off. He stopped him at the 45, but that's good for a 1st down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seemed to have a nose for that 1st down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. A deep shot to the right. Makes the catch. Can he get in?
Now, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. And what I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
Now the important point after attempt. PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Offense back out there trying to get something going. Off the play fake on 1st down. That is broken up and incomplete.
It is really tough on a quarterback when he thinks he's got a completion and an open man downfield. The ball's just about to get to his receiver. Then out of nowhere, the defensive back steps in front of it and knocks away. Nice job.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Throwing off play action. Defense is coming after him. Blitz and a quick sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Here they come on 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack they gave up earlier. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking deep to the right side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
The defense has got to do a better job of communicating. That is a wide-open receiver. They catch a break by an errant throw by the quarterback.
They bring the punter onto the field now. On to kick now for the 5th time tonight. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. And out comes the offense set to take over here. And here's the handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And the quarterback keeps it here. The ball is out. And the offense has it and still going. Has the 1st down and still going.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. I felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, what a grab! They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
It's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a 1st down.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Not much on that play, brought down short. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And he drops back in the gun. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Caught near the goal line. He'll step out after a nice gain there, and the offense will have 1st and goal.
And the defense gets these guys to 3rd down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the 1st down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
So it's 1st and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. And test the middle and get stuffed. That is just not open for business today.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a 1st and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no, they're not backing down. They get penetration, come up with a tackle for a loss.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. Another handoff to him on 2nd and goal.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And now the try here for the extra point. Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. offense on the field to take over. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Pulls it in. It's Parks. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Caught over the middle. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
That completion makes it second and medium. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Oh, and it's almost picked off. A chance for their first interception today. Going to set up third down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a fourth down.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now, big decision coming up here on fourth.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got it in the open. A first down pickup tackled at the 45.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. The quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Important second down play coming up. Looking to throw again. Spinning out of the tackle. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been, and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
New set of downs for the offense. First and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. The senior quarterback lucky that didn't get picked off.
I know this guy believes in his receivers, and I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there, but throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
So second down after the incompletion. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Caught in the backfield. It's Watts. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down.
Interesting decision to go with a screen pass here in the fourth quarter, trailing. I think the defense is aware that you're going to be back there throwing the football, and they were locked in and anticipating that screen and kept it to a short gain.
Third down, out of the shotgun. Running out of time in the pocket. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this fourth down situation.
So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. He got it. The field goal's good. lining up to attempt an onside kick. Now they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Working clock with the ground game. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Fights through a tackle. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
On third down, it's a handoff. Bites off the defender.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
First down here for this offense. And the quarterback will take a knee.